there is a new navigation library from Google, Navigation 3. And the one before this navigation library was Navigation 2. And this Navigation 3 library promises a lot. Full control over the backstack of your navigation, easy to apply animations, and also multi-platform. And the cool thing is you can easily migrate your Navigation 2 to the Navigation 3. And this is really cool. So let's see code examples from original library, and then we will see how we migrate existing projects Navigation 2 to Navigation 3. So here's the examples. Let's see the basic. Welcome to Navigation 3. Click to navigate. Okay. Now let's check the source code. Basic activity dot object A and B, road A and B. And we have the backstack, mutable state list of any road A. And we have now display composable. In the navigation 2 we had now host. Yeah, we had now host and now a host controller. But here we have to pass the backstack on back behavior. So it's like when back button click it. So it's going to remove the last element on this backstack, remove last or null. And we have entry provider. So it is the place where we provide our screens. In the navigation 2, it was like we had now host controller, and here we like declared the screens. We said composable, for example, road A. And we did it like this. And in the navigation 3 we have entry provider. So screens are now called not screens but entries. Okay, this entry provider gives us the key of any, and this any is this any, like comes from this. If the any is road A or road B, and unless nothing, unknown road. We have the content here for each screens, and you can see here how easily we can fetch the content that was passed via arguments here. We just say key and we can get all the arguments that we declare here. For example, we can say name here, name string, and here we can get that easily. We can just say key.name. So that's it. This is how easily we can pass arguments and get them with navigation 3. And also we need to pass the name here. Okay, I like to change here one thing because I don't like to pass any. It's not kinda type safe. So we can do something like this. We can create a sealed interface of road and private sealed interface of road, and we could make these roads child of this road, and we could say the type is not any but road, and we can use them like this. And then we could paste road A, road B, and all the screens should be type of road. So all the roads should be type of this road sealed interface. So it's kind of a way to make our navigation like type safe. Road, we can say here road.road A, and also here we can say road dot and the same for others. And we don't need else here because road has only two childs, and yeah, that's it. Only two childs, and there can't be any else cases. We can just remove it. So let's check another example. We have basic DSL. Welcome to Navigate 3. Click to navigate. Let's see that. Basic DSL. Okay, they are now type of nav key. They are both serializable. Oh, but these weren't serializable. Okay, this is type of nav key which comes from the library. Okay, let's check. We have a remember now backstack. Oh, okay, in this example we can create the now like backstack, not with this mutable state list but with the composable that comes from library, which is type of now backstack. So this means that this composable can accept only now keys but not other types. I think this is more type safe than the example we did here. We have the now display and we pass the backstack. Here we have on back, callback. Look at this. Now it is not giving us a key because we say entry provider when we declare our screens with entry, but not get the key from here and then check. This is more like the navigation 2 approach, but I like this. This is very clean, and this is going to be very easy to migrate from navigation 2 to navigation 3. Okay, we declare our screens. So let's see another example. Basic savable. Okay, let me guess. We need this savable to pass complex objects from one screen to another. By default default, we can't just get the complex types and pass it from one screen to another. So let's navigate road 1 to 3 and let's check the source code. So here we have the roads as well, and we have the backstack, and we have the entry provider with key but not with the entry provider lambda. And yeah, this time the difference is that we are not doing it via entry provider but via key or something else. Let's check the readme. This recipe shows a basic example of how to create persistent backstack that survives configuration changes. Okay, how does that really survive the configuration change? Is it because of this remember now backstack? How it works: to make a backstack persistent, we use remember now backstack function. This function creates and remembers the backstack across configuration changes like screen rotations. Okay, this means that if we create the backstack with this remember multiple state list of, it is not going to survive the configuration change. Let's check it. Let's go to the basic, click to navigate and try to rotate it. Okay, it is not going to survive the configuration change. We need to note that. It is important. This means that we, like always, we need to create our backstack with remember now backstack and make our roads child of now key. This is okay to make it this way. It is not a trouble to make our roads type of now key. Okay, I didn't know this. So far it was the basics of navigation 3. We saw how we can implement it and we saw how does this behave. Now let's try to migrate the real world app navigation 2 to navigation 3. So this is my app navigation composable that handles all the navigation logic, and we have the nav controller and the things here. So this is the now host composable that handles all the navigations. So we pass the nav controller, we pass the start destination. I think we need to add some dependencies to use navigation 3. So let's go to the project and get that Gradle app, and here we have navigation 3 runtime and UI. Let me get them both and use it in my project. I'll go to the command main versions catalog, add them, get the navigation 3 version, add that, sync now, and also get the implementations, add them in command main dependencies. Okay, now let's open the app navigation composable and create the now backstack. How is that called? Remember now backstack. Okay, let me go to the top, create the now backstack stack. It's remember now backstack, this one, and we have the configuration and elements. Do we need to pass the state configuration? I think no. I can't do configuration. Remember save it. Why not I do save it state configuration? State configuration. Just create that. No, I can't do that. Default. Okay, I will remember it, do it like this. I hope this is not going to break anything. If that does, then I will change it. Let me go to the GitHub store graph. There are all type of GitHub store graphs. So let me do something in this case. And this has to be type of now key. And now I think I can pass it here, home screen. I can't just get it and delete it, then migrate it. So I will do now display, entities is backstack, now backstack. On back click it is now backstack, now backstack, remove last or null. And we have entry source, the another one. We have to say backstack and then entry provider here. You need to say entry provider, and we can declare here entries. I say GitHub store graph dot home. I could just get them all and pass it here, and I replace the composables with entries. I select them with Alt J on Windows. I do entry, and this is done. And args, I will get just backstack entry dot repository ID. You can just say it args. Okay, now let me run it again, but before comment this out or delete it. Delete So this one. Okay, I forgot about one thing. I am still navigating with now host controller. I need to replace them with the now backstack. Get them all and say now backstack. Add the GitHub at the screen. Oh, okay. I need to select the now host controller navigates. I need to select the now host controller navigates. I selected them all, and now I can replace them with backstack. Now backstack add, and as you can see here, we are popping up to the top. I need to do now backstack that clear, and also for this one, and remove this curly brackets and clear like this. Let me try again, but before I need to delete it. And here we have errors. I will replace them with now backstacks. Now backstack that remove last or null like this. Here we go. I think let me run it. Oh, there's some kind of error. Solve it later. Let me do it in Android side. So here we go. Oh, okay, it's crashing. Let's see the reason. You must pass the state configuration, save state configuration, serializers module migrate to handle. Okay, now polymorphic. I don't think it's going to work. Remember serializable. Serializer is snapshot. We open it and we say mutable state list of GitHub store graph home screen. Oh, okay. I need to declare the type is like this, and yeah. Now it works. Let's run it again and hope that it is going to work fine. Okay, it's not going to crash. Oh, it is crashing. What's the error this time? Serializer for subclass home screen is not found on the serializer. This is the thing that we need to kind of care about. We need to also make this parent sealed interface serializable. I think it's going to fix it. Yeah, it is working. Good start. We can open some up here. Termux. I can try to rotate it, and yeah, it is working fine. It is working fine. Let me navigate back and change the theme to green. It is still seem to be working fine. If you wonder how to make this kind of beautiful top up bar, my previous video was about it. So let me navigate back, and okay, this is working fine. This is how easily we can migrate our existing navigation 2 to navigation 3. But I think it's still have to work with that remember now backstack. But for now we could skip that and apply animations here. For that, let's go to the samples from navigation 3 recipe and learn it. So here we have the layout using scenes, material adaptive animations. Go to screen B. Screen C, let's look for the animations. Here we have screen A, B, and C. We have the backstack. We have now display and the entry provider as well. And here we have the transition spec. Okay, slide in from right when navigating forward. Okay, and together with slide out horizontally. Out horizontally. I think this is going to work for in animation, and this is for the out animation. So we also have the pop transition spec. So it's like when we click the back icon, this is the animations that we use. Unless if we don't declare it, then they are not going to animate. Also we have predictable pop transition specs. So it's like for example, we can try to navigate back. Okay, let me catch that. And it shows the preview of where are we going to navigate. If we navigate back, it's not showing the animation because my current API level, but predictive pop transitions meant for this. Also for screen C, you can remember that it's sliding from bottom to top. like this. So how we can implement it, we can say, okay, metadata on the entries properties, we can say metadata and now display transition spec, and we are adding something here. Okay, and it is the pop transition and it is predictive pop transition. So it's like adding the metadatas together and making and kind of combining these three specs, transition, pop transition, and predictive pop transitions into one metadata. So this is how we can do it for the specific screens. Slide up new content, keeping the old content in a place underneath. This is cool. We have a together with exit transition, keep until transition finished, because I think it is helper objects, helper variable. Guess what we are going to do? We are going to apply it into our project. Let's go to our app navigation, and after the entry providers, create the transition spec and declare now display transition spec. And here we say, okay, this was about the transition. Slide in vertically. Here we need to pass the together with, slide out, slide in horizontally, together with, slide out. We need to get this into the curly brackets. And yeah, here we go. I can try to run it, but it's not going to do much. We need to also declare the pop transition and predictive pop transitions. Let me just copy them and just paste it here, and the predictive one too. Try to run it again. Rust disk, and yeah, it looks good. It looks good, but I think I need to change the duration. It is too much. 300 is okay, I think, or 400. Also, we don't need the comments. I'll just delete it. Okay, let me open that, and yeah, navigate back, navigate to settings, back again. Okay, I know the cool like animation spec. This is that's called spring, but not twin. It is like gives like the jumping effect. I like that. We can say spring jumping ratio, high bouncy or medium bouncy, and replace the others with this spring. You will see how beautiful that will be in a moment. Let me run it again. View details, and yep, it's like you see that. It's like a bit okay. Now there is a issue. I'm opening the, for example, Termux app, view details, and it is opening the Rust disk screen. I heard about this issue or the behavior. We can fix it via the entry decorators. We can say we need to do a list of remember savable state holder nav entry decorator. Also remember view model. After some research, I found out that we need to add these libraries from JetBrains for Compose Multiplatform projects, like for the extensions that we don't have for Compose Multiplatform but for Android. So I will go to the Gradle file and add these libraries. Sync now. So it is done, and we can go here, say remember view model. After some research, I found out that I didn't add the required dependencies and therefore it wasn't working. So we need to add the dependencies Android X navigation, runtime and UI, and libraries from JetBrains navigation, lifecycle, view model, compose. And after that, we will be able to add this decorator to our entry decorators, and then it will be working fine for the screens with vModel. So the issue was that it was remembering the last created vModel and it was using it for all the screens. For example, if I would first enter the Rust disk, then enter the Termux app, it would show the details of Rust disk, and yeah, it was the issue. And now after that we add this decorator, when we, for example, open the Rust disk first and then the Termux app, it is going to work fine as needed. as it has to work. I will leave a link to this repository in the description, so you can just get these dependencies and use that in your project. As you can see, the animation is kinda a bit fancy, not too professional, so we can make the damping ratio a bit lower. For that, I will select all these bounces with Alt J and say damping ratio low bouncy. I think this is going to work perfectly fine for this, so let's check. Yep, I think it is good. Now that we migrated our navigation 2 to navigation 3 and implemented the navigation, I think this is it for this video. So thanks for watching.